Big oil fire impact from Mir when he went up there.
Oh, and a secondary big hit there also for Simona.
You could see that coming. Oh, and
these crashes go a long way. That is Briscoe's crash continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know anytime you tear off a wheel, that messes up the brake system. You know, when you go for the pedal, there's a crack in the fluid system, and there's no pressure to it, so it's not slowing it down.
Simona's car.
She had a heavy second impact.
Yeah.
The first one was big, but she came across down to the infield.
Look at the nose.
Yeah.
You can see that's a big frontal impact on the way that nose is collapsed.
It's like she's trying to get out though.
Yeah.
And Ryan Briscoe apparently has a sore left knee that he's flexing.
Well, we all know the way, you know, the center area of these cockpits in the dash, your knees go right back up.
Great news for Simona.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the look of that second hit, but thankfully she's okay.
Yeah. Nothing with her feet. I mean, when you see that, that's great.
Ryan Briscoe, I don't know. He may have a sore knee, and Vitor Meira is not yet out, but now he begins to climb out also.
Which is a great thing considering what he's gone through.
Yeah, no
with
kidding.
His big crash he had at the Speedway.
Right. So all the drivers are walking away. Vitor surveying the damage. Ryan Briscoe, it appears to be shaken up the most. Well, again, Will Power and Dan Weldon had just lapped Simona Di Silvestro.
So look at Meira coming with the speed. He's just got a bunch of speed. Gets inside Simona.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like she knew he had gotten there. He jumped in there so quick. Now what happened?
Just clipped Briscoe.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, just as one,
just a subtle nudge just to set it off. So look at the head of steam that Meira has. Gets down the inside.
That's real time. That shows you how quick it happens.
Wow.
And she did not know he was to the inside. That's for certain.
Looking back from Tony Kanaan's car.
She's trying to give room to the cars ahead.
Yeah, and there's where you see her make that contact with the left rear.
And they were told that if your lap's down and you're slower, go low.
That's right.
So she was doing what she was told, to go low and let the other cars go high. Did not know that Meira was there.
Yeah.
Ed Carpenter sneaks through and is okay. But we are under caution because of a 3-car accident on lap number 82 at Kentucky. And here they come. First 3, Power, Weldon, and Andretti from top to bottom. Going to be a busy place on pit road here as the second round of stops for most of the drivers are happening right now.
And remember, not everybody's taking on a full tank of fuel here.
Weldon came out in 6-7. That's not a taking tires, huh? Oh, good.
Oh, and he just gets Power. Power got a little bit too much wheel spin. I think he lost the spot. Now it shows race off pit road as Weldon second. Looked to me like, oh, that's why we're looking at the yellow line. Yeah, it's the previous line.
It's not that heavy yellow line across
the
there.
white
it's one back.
Yeah.
And it's the same way at pit in. When you look at pit in, there's a heavy yellow line. That's not it. It's one past that. It's a lighter,
They have the Sunoco cone there, which I see now clearly. So, yes, the electronics don't lie. He did beat him out. Well, that was close.
All right, let's take a look again at the exit.
Yep, he beats him to the white.
Close.
Yeah. He certainly had a head of steam. That shows the difference.
Yep.
Pretty clear there. Doesn't look as close when you, when you actually slow that down right there. It doesn't look as close.
Robbie is with John Barnes.
Hey, John, high fives all around for you. You say the car's good, but this is 2 weeks in a row that your team has had tremendous pit stops.
Well, I'll tell you, the guys really worked really hard. The NASCAR team did, and you know, we're excited about tonight. Still a long way to go, but I think we've got the horse to take this thing to the fifth.
Just best qualifying spot for a Panther. I mean, this race car, what is it that you've determined in the past couple of weeks that you've been able to dial it in so well?
I'll tell you after Homestead.
Thank you. I tried, guys. I tried.
Well, talking with John, he definitely said their focus was these last 4 ovals, and they put time into Chicago and here and testing so they have a good race car. And you got to say it's paying off, black and white. I mean, look what they did.
Yep.
Chicago, look what they got going on right now.
That's right. Last evening in the final practice, Ed Carpenter ran several laps, got the car set up to where he wanted it. But then in the late stages of the practice period, he did more time on pit lane than he was on the racetrack.
And each lap, out, back again. Let's do another practice. I'm in.
But that's the you know, we know he's great on these super speedways, but the one thing is all about just hitting your marks, having the crew guys doing it. It just happens time and time again to get better.
And here was his first stop of the night. Now, this is a good pit stop. If you watch the fueler just beats the tires. They get it done. But he has the first pit stall. That is always a disadvantage because people can pull out in front of you and block you. He dropped to 10th, but that practice did pay off. There's no substitute for practicing hot pit stops. It's not the same in the shop.
And Ed Carpenter is currently running in 7th position. Will Power is the leader of the race at this time. He said after last week that he would definitely win here this week. We'll see if he does. Stay with us on Versus. Still under caution here at Kentucky Speedway because of a 3-car accident involving Ryan Briscoe, Vitor Mira, and Simona Di Silvestro. Verizon Team Penske driver Will Power is the leader, running in 3rd position. Target Chip Ganassi driver Scott Dixon. There are the 2 owners who pretty much dominate IZOD IndyCar racing history. During our Motegi race coverage, we're going to have one of Jack Arut's famous in-color interviews with these 2 individuals. Here's a sample.
When one beats the other, it seems to be more meaningful. Is that a correct observation, Chip?
I don't know if it's more meaningful. It's you know, I think we, you know, I think both of us, you know, we're friends, but we want to kick each other's ass, and we get a lot of pleasure out of doing that. This series is better because of people like Roger. You know, you have to have somebody to shoot at, and at least I do, and that's why I'm here.
That's going to be interesting to hear the entire interview, and again, it's going to be during our Motegi coverage as Elio Castroneves is in but stalls a car. Oh, another mishap on pit lane for Team Penske.
Now, it's not, there's no real penalty here because he was going out of sequence, just going to drop to the back and lose track position anyway. You don't want to do that under green, so that's okay. No harm, no foul. He would have been in this position either way, and now he's topped up. This is rolling the dice.
Still not a regular thing.
And you told me before the race.
From Elio.
But you did tell me you thought that Tim Cindric, Castroneves would roll the dice, and there you go.
Yeah. Down to Lindy.
Simona out of the medical center and okay. What happened from your view?
You know, I can't really tell, but, you know, I think people were lapping us, and, you know, I was letting them by on the top, and I think Vitor tried to go on the bottom, and, you know, I was already on the bottom, so it didn't. We hit pretty hard, and, you know, it's pretty shameful pretty much for what happened.
There's a look at it right there.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, I was running the bottom line, and I think he tried a little bit late to get in there. So I don't know. You know, maybe it's my fault, but I don't think so.
You had 2 hard hits there.
Yeah, they were pretty hard.
I heard you saying last night in practice that you thought the car was pretty good. It was just maybe a little bit of a confidence issue. How were you feeling out there today?
You know, yeah, confidence is coming. You know, I still have to get used to these ovals. And, you know, the car was pretty good, but we had a lot of understeer. I think everybody struggled a little bit with that because of the temperature. But, you know, we were kind of moving for making the car better and better, and just trying to get around Moraes. We were fighting there for a little bit. And, you know, I think we're going in a good direction.
Thanks, Simona. Over to Jack.
Yeah, down here in the Honda Performance Pit, we've caught up with the technical director for Honda Performance, the IZOD Performance Pit, Honda Technical Director Roger Griffiths. Roger, I want to talk about the overtake button because it was introduced 1 year ago here today.
Yeah, right here.
But when we looked at Chicago, a lot of people left that race, as exciting as it was, without taking full use of the overtake. That doesn't seem to be the case tonight. It's kind of going in sync.
No,
What's the difference?
I mean, here the racing style is a little bit different. Chicago, we were getting into a bit of a fuel mileage race. and the cars are running a little bit leaner than they did last year. When they press the overtake button, they go back to full fueling, best power mixture, so they burn a bit more fuel. When they're trying to